Honey, let me tell you, I was born on Mardi Gras Day in New Orleans. New Orleans, doesn't matter how you pronounce it, you know exactly where it is. And people come from all over the world because they love the music and they love the food. Jambalaya, crawfish, crabs, shrimp po' boys, and beignets. Jazz to zydeco, rock to gospel. Come with me and let me share with you an eclectic mix of soul, some of your favorite songs, a bit of music history, and a teaspoon of inspiration. I'm Iris Dillon, and you're listening to Radio Gumbo.
A pinch of this, a dash of that. Radio Gumbo. Food for the soul.
I moved to LA in the late 70s, $500 in my pocket and sleeping on my friend's floor. I answered an ad in the paper for a receptionist and arrived at the building, went in, told I was early, so I sat in the lobby. About 10 minutes later, the door opens and in walks Ray Charles. I'm like so nervous now. They come and get me, bring me into the conference room, intro me to Ray, and I shake his hand and he starts to move his hand up the side of my arm and I'm like, oh God. Then I realize he's blind and this is probably the way he susses people out. Well, I didn't get the gig, but I can say that I was touched by the great Ray Charles.
Hey, mama, don't you treat me wrong.
Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man.
Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. I love that line. Dewey Bunnell and I both love The Wizard of Oz. And isn't it funny how, when you really think about it, we're oftentimes looking for something outside of us that we already possess on the inside.
The stories.
Chuck Berry is rock and roll royalty. Little did we know that in a few years, Romeo Blue would morph into Lenny Kravitz. Stephen Stills was inspired by that protest to write For What It's Worth. Sam Cooke, an original American Idol.
The songs.
I love some Billie Holiday. I took a train to the Lenox Lounge in Harlem just to sit in Billie's booth. Her spot till she got up to walk to the mic. Lady Day is loved by so many people, yet she really didn't love herself. It was so easy for the blues to just move right on in.
Summertime. Gravity, come fly with me. She's not there.
To be stronger than
Amy Winehouse paved the way and inspired a lot of the new female soul singers coming out of the UK. Among those, Corinne Bailey Rae and Adele. I saw Adele about 2 years ago in a club in New York City. You know, New York can be a tough crowd, but it was sold out, everybody waiting for her. She walked out on stage, was real tentative and really shy. She came onto the mic and said, "I'm really nervous." And somewhere in the back of that crowd, a voice yelled out, "Adele, don't worry, we love you." From that stage, she had us in the palm of her hand. I think that night we all saw a star being born.
I've made up my mind.
Radio Gumbo. Songs, stories, and reflections, all mixed into one musical stew. Here's Iris Dillon.
All my friends programming radio stations, have you noticed recently women of varying ages and ethnicities are featured prominently in lead roles on TV and film? Classic artists like Frank Sinatra, Billie Holiday, and early Stones are heard in their promo trailers. And family shows, America's Got Talent, The Sing-Off, Glee, The Voice, and American Idol all play a wide variety of musical genres in their competition categories. I believe this is the perfect time for radio and Radio Gumbo. An eclectic mix of soul, your favorite songs, a bit of music history, a dash of inspiration, and a teaspoon of spice for your Cajun delight. Smells like the gumbo's ready. Thanks for listening.
To get Iris and Radio Gumbo performing for your radio station, contact Ed Mann at the Mann Group, 818-480-3154, or email ed@mangroupradio.com.